Hi everybody, we're going to do part 3 of, or actually part 2 of switching since I did the first couple together. So now we have to run around the train so we can switch out the tank car on the General Chemical spur. So the train is barely long enough to fit on the runaround, but it will fit. Alright, there we go. Alright, we made the cut. Uncoupling behind the gondola. Now we can head back to run around the train. Okay, we're going to push forward a little bit to clear the crossing so we're not blocking Douglas for the whole time. And then we're going to uncouple the tank car and switch it out. Alright, we'll leave it right there. Now normally, if you're in a road, what did I do? Oh, hit the wrong button. hit the momentum button, sorry about that. Figure out how to get out of this. Alright, sorry about that. I don't use the momentum button, and so when I accidentally hit it, I didn't know how to get out of it. Alright, as I was getting ready to say, normally tank cars are not allowed to be behind the engine in a freight train going down the tracks. That's why a lot of times you will see like a covered hopper or something like that in between the engine, just one single car in between the tank cars and the engines. However, when you're switching a spur, sometimes you can't avoid it. So, you know, there's just, you follow the rules when you can. Okay, we've got a car we need to move out of the way so we can respot it here. They never have put anything in this bulkhead flat, so we're going to have to pull it out of the way eventually. Speed step 2, we take it kind of slow down this spur. At least with when you have an engine that can run well enough to do it. Alright. So now we can pull the two cars. to stop here because I forgot to throw the crossover back to straight, and I don't really want to cross over there. So I'm trying this without the external mic. I'm going to see if we have not as much bumping and thumping. You'll have to see how good it actually you can hear me though when we're done. All right, we've cleared the switch. And normally when I do the switching, I close the door to the room so there's no background noise. However, with situation with Chance, when he has to go outside, he has to go outside. And if I close the door and my wife is outside, I may not hear him, and we could have a real problem. That's not pleasant to clean up. So I'm got the door open. Hopefully you're not hearing too much background noise. Alright, so now we're going to spot the tank car, and we'll have to come back and get the bulkhead flat. We have a big cat that has a lot of Siamese in him. Call him Ferdinand. And he is very vocal when he wants something. So I can hear him. I don't know if you can. But he's causing a ruckus right now. So this tank car is actually not hazardous waste. I don't know if you can read it. It's an Anglo-American clays. So it is for paper company's kaolin that they're going to use for one of their additives to ship over to the paper company. So, you know, we were okay in that case to have the tank car with the engine anyhow. Alright, now we have to go back and pick up the bulkhead flat and respot it, and we're done with this part. Okay, we got it. We can so I normally don't leave a block of crossover. I said that's one of my rules, but since I'm just going to spot this car and come right back, it's not going to be there very long, so I'll go ahead and leave it. I'm going to have to monitor this bulkhead flat. I've had problems with JMRI where I'll put a car on the team track and it sits there forever. And I've gone in, I've manually changed it from either loaded to empty or empty to load or whatever, trying to get it to generate to pick up, and I mean, I ran 10 trains and it never picked it up. I just had to keep moving it. So finally I just had to force the car back to the yard. Haven't had that problem lately, but I'm wondering if that's going to happen on this car. Because the last time it happened is with a bulkhead flat too, for whatever reason, if that has anything to do with it. All right, so that's all we had to do on that spur. So we'll put the rest of it in a part 3, so the video is not too long. And I'll talk for just a second about something else. So we'll stop there for now. I got this today in the mail. Tomorrow we're going to do a side-by-side comparison. This has sound. It's an Atlas GP40. I thought a long, hard time about getting it, but I really like sound, and I'm probably going to get rid of my SD35 because it just doesn't fit into the scheme of a switching layout as much. But tomorrow we're going to do a side-by-side comparison with the DT&I GP35 I've been running and this one. Of course, it doesn't have sound. We're just going to compare the operating characteristics of it before I weather it and everything. So I thought you might be interested in that. So I'll finish switching with my DT&I GP35, and then I'll do a little sound comparison, or the operating comparison between the two. So hopefully that's interesting to you guys. So no technical comparisons. I'm not going to say starting voltage, things like that, but you'll get an idea of what you're getting for your money. So everybody stay safe.